Hi. I know. I look like a fruit basket. Hola. Or something from Hawaii. Seeing as this video is going to be very dark, I thought I would make it colorful so that you wouldn't feel heavy. So I'm gonna do all the work. Welcome to my regulars, and to new people, you know how I do. Okay, so it's like I'm the teacher and everyone's a student, and um, I'm already sweating. Oh, it's very warm here. Still, the summer it came late here, so we're still getting a little bit of summer. A little bit hot, little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. Um, all of the Kanye West videos that I've done up until now have come to this point. Now, half of this video I was going to do anyway. The other half, I had help from, I call her a sister from another mister. We put our heads together and we went over it for like 2 days. And we broke it down and came to some kind of idea. So 2 heads better than one. I try and get as close to the truth as I can without being in the industry. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I might not. But you know what? God bless. At least I'm using my brain. At least I'm thinking. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So, like I said, God bless. If you don't agree with me, God bless. It's all good. At least we get to spend some time together. Two minutes of me rambling. Wow, how the tables change in the industry. Very unpredictable industry. Music industry is very unpredictable. One day you're down, then you're up, and one day you're up, and then you're dead. So that's how it goes. It's a controlled environment. It's not anarchy in the music industry. And let me give you guys some advice. Do not project your world and your beliefs into the music industry. This is a different world with different rules. They don't live like you and I. No, they don't. Celebrities do not live like you and I. Their world is completely different and their rules are different. So if you're going to keep projecting your world into theirs, you are not going to understand this topic and you're not going to be able to see what I'm saying. Let me do this as fast as I can with Kanye. We all know Kanye came in the game and sold out because he said it. I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. And he boasted about it on stage. We also know that Kanye West was Jay-Z's protege. He was his protege. He was under Jay-Z. And Jay-Z was teaching him, how the rituals and all that. And he was his protege. So Jay-Z's Hova and then Kanye becomes Yeezus. And then Kanye tries to be evil. And then he actually does get evil and bumps up his mother for fame. But the whole time the guy was trying really hard. He got to a point where he says he's God and he's Jesus at the same time. So now he's right. I don't know what this means, because if you say you're a god, that means you're a 33-degree Mason, and I don't think he's a 33 degree. So real try hard, this dude. Real try hard. And he just kept going with all the pyramids, blah, 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 all the symbols. Just try hard, real try hard. And then everything went upside down. It went upside down between Kanye, Jay-Z and Beyonce. They fell out. Why did they fall out? Because of Kim Kardashian. Jay-Z and Beyonce do not want someone like her around them. and they didn't respect him for marrying her because she is a well-known, she's a Kardashian. Do I have to say more? They did not respect him for marrying her. So they did not attend their wedding. They did not go. Because Beyonce is not going to go to a wedding where Kim is the bride and it's all eyes on Kim and Beyonce has no attention. Beyonce is egotistical. She's not going to do that. So they didn't go. And that was the diss. That's when Kanye knew that he was out with Jay-Z. That's when he knew. And that is when his MK Ultra programming started to break down. Slowly. It happened over increments. It didn't happen all at once. Make your coffee, make your dinner. I'm going to be here for a while. And there's the tensions, and you can see it. Look at that. I mean, Kanye's pissed off. Jay-Z don't even want to look at him. And just... Jay-Z will not be associated with a Kardashian. He won't. It's to him, she's a lowlife. She's just a big zero. Not going to be associated with that. So they have their falling out, and then after a while, and I'm talking years here, his MK programming didn't break down like that. It didn't break down like Britney Spears. It took years of him being rejected by Jay-Z, and it took years of, and then boom. And then, you know, it's like pulling a string so tight that then it snaps. And then Kanye snapped. And now, he snapped in a good way, not in a bad way. But the problem is, what he did is that he broke his Baphomet oath. This is dangerous. This is suicide. This is death in the industry. You cannot break your Baphomet oath and go on stage and out people and talk about inside behind closed doors information without being punished for it. See, if Kanye wasn't so valuable to the establishment, that whacked him as soon as he got off this stage. That whacked him. He would have been dead, 6 feet under, gone. Bye-bye. But he, too valuable. Too valuable. So they went into damage control and said, the dude is tired. You see, they allowed him to speak. Because it wasn't until the end, until the handler jumped on, tapped him on the shoulder, and then he dropped the mic. So, we know what happened to him. He's forced into some kind of hospital, and we know what that hospital is. It's a reprogramming hospital. No, he wasn't lying in bed the whole time. He was being reprogrammed. His brain was being zapped. He was drugged. He was tortured. This is not how he was the whole time. No, that's not how. MK don't work like that. MK don't work like that. So, you know, they had to reprogram him very, very quickly. And also, I've said this, please go and watch my last Kanye video. Kanye's memory has been erased. He has memory loss, cannot remember this. They wiped this clean because they don't want him to do it again. He has memory loss. He has selected memory. He can't remember this. But what Kanye did remember was that his life was in danger. He didn't forget about that. He never forgot, even after MK. So they zapped him, drugged him, tortured him, right? Not lying on a bed. Kiss my ass. That's not how MK goes. And then I predicted he would come out looking like we've seen Beyonce look. Bug-eyed and reprogrammed. And that's exactly what happened. I predicted this. Look. I said, watch when he comes out of hospital. He's going to look like this. And then he was just down and out. Just zombie, gone, down and out. And everyone said, Kanye's finished. This dude is finished. He's a dead man walking. I said the same. I said, this guy, Dad, take him out. Because he useless. He not making music. He not doing shit. And I was like, he done. He runs to Trump. Trump becomes president and doesn't give a rat's ass about Kanye's problem. So Trump's out and Kanye got no one. He's fully vulnerable. He can be blood sacrificed by a number of people at this stage. Anyone can take him out. He's like a little baby bird. He got no protection. He's vulnerable, and he looks vulnerable. And at this point, I said Kanye ain't never gonna come back to the way he was. Kanye is damaged for life, right? Blank, nothing there, nada going on. No life, no animation, nothing. Fully vulnerable. And that blonde hair is a punishment. It's a punishment for him. They dyed his hair blonde. At this point in one of my videos, I said Kanye is finished. His brand is not coming back. It's taking way too long to make money. And if you don't make money for them and you're a brand, they're off you. So I said, will they kill him? And I wasn't sure, so I waited. And then I saw photos of Kanye and Kim looking completely gone. Completely gone. Both of them traumatized. The robbery, I believe, was fake, but Kim didn't know it was fake. She thought it was real. They did that to mentally traumatize her and to traumatize Kanye. That's all I'm going to say on that, alright? Because my video is not about that. Gone. Both of them. Just gone. Gone. Nothing there. Both completely lost. Defeated. Finished. Kaput. Defeated. I just said he's finished. They'll probably kill him. And then he pulled a trump card, pun intended. He pulled a trump card. The biggest trump card in the industry. In terms of blood sacrifice, he pulls the biggest trump card in the industry. Why do I say that? Aleister Crowley, he wrote a lot of books. All right? And he's giving instructions. In Hollywood, they all follow Aleister Crowley. And Aleister Crowley teaching is, for the highest spiritual working, one must accordingly choose that victim which contains the greatest and purest force. A male child of perfect innocence and high intelligence is the most satisfactory and suitable victim. I gave Kanye the benefit of the doubt in my last video. I said, I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying that if he did, this is the highest level of sacrifice, and this will give him an extra 5 to 10 years. And this will protect him. He will be protected after this, right? And I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't say he did it, because I can't prove it. I'm talking about the murder of an innocent child here. I can't put that on him. I can't say that he did it. But now I'm going to say it. He had the child sacrificed. What's my proof? This is a photo of Kanye and his cousin. His cousin's son is the one that got blood sacrificed. Kanye is wearing a Tupac shirt. Do you think he's wearing a Tupac shirt because he likes Tupac? No. Tupac said that he would come back like Jesus, that he would come back from the dead. And didn't Kanye come back from the dead? Wasn't he over? Wasn't he a dead man walking? He's wearing a Tupac shirt. That's Tupac's thing. Coming back like Jesus. 7-day theory. He's going to come back from the dead. That's symbolic. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, maybe not. I don't know. So the baby dies and there's no previous signs of illness or distress. Healthy baby. Healthy baby. But what happened? The establishment accepted it immediately. Because this baby died on the 13th. And by Another week after that, guess what happened? Kanye West Calabasas collection sells out in 5 minutes. This is the brand now coming back after all these months, when Kanye was the living walking dead and his brand wasn't doing shit. Now, after this, his brand is back up, which is proof that this child was blood sacrificed for Kanye. Sold out in 5 minutes. That's the first time his brand has exploded since the whole MK Ultra and since the whole stage and the 17-minute on stage. And first time. That's why I'm saying now. Yes, this child was blood sacrificed for Kanye. I'm going to say it now. That's the proof. And it didn't stop there. Oh, I had my eye on Kanye. Ooh. I was Googling Kanye all the time. Then he does a cameo on Mary J. Blige's song, Love Yourself. Right? He's doing a cameo. Okay, so he rapped a little bit. I heard him. Not much. Because he's still not really 100%. But you see that? He coming back. Wearing that Tupac t-shirt. Coming back from the dead. And then Kanye West, The Life of Pablo, is the first album to go platinum from streaming. Platinum. Platinum. This is what a sacrifice does. It gives the brand a kickstart immediately, because the elites, are happy with it. They've accepted it, and it gave his brand a huge kickstart, like an explosion. So he's got merchandise out that sells in 5 minutes. He's doing a song with Mary J. Blige, and now his album goes platinum just by streaming. And that's the proof. And Kim, you can say what you like about Kim. I've said bad things about her because of how she started her career and her being a Kardashian. But let me tell you, Kim loves this man. She stood by him when he was a freaking just vegetable. And she could have sacrificed him herself. She could have. She didn't. She stuck by him. She loves him. Kim has been amazing. An insider says she knew he couldn't keep going the way he was. She has been by his side through all this, helping to feed him and laying by his side. You can say what you like, but this woman loves him. She could have left. She could have divorced him. She could have done a lot of things. She didn't. She stuck by him. And I got a little bit of respect for her for doing that. And now, new pictures of Kim and Kanye. Look at the difference. Now I've got to find the old one. Look at the difference. Kim smiling. He doesn't have blonde hair anymore. Gone. See? She's animated. She's not animated here. He's a little bit more animated than he was before. You see how he's starting to get animated again? You see how she's smiling? That's because they're out of the tunnel. That's because Kanye is safe and his brand now is going to explode even more. It's just going to go up and up and up. And that's what a blood sacrifice does. This is what it does. It kickstarts the brand. And now his brand is back up. Granted, Kanye doesn't behave like he used to because he's still probably drugged up or whatever. But at some stage, he will come back. He will be animated. He will start rapping and he will do an album and he will go on stage. But look at Kim. Her energy is different. Her energy's changed. She's lighter. She's not as heavy as she used to be. So now Kanye West has set the bar. And now it's flipped. Now it's flipped. This is a better photo. Now, guess who's in trouble? Kanye West now set the bar. With his blood sacrifice. He set the bar. He's safe. No sacrifice yet from... So now what's going on? And I've had a lot of trouble connecting to their energy field. They're both vibrating on such an energy that I can't connect to. These two are more human. I can connect to these two. These two, big problem for me. That's where I got my friend. Lucky I met her in time. And we went off for 3 days just talking about these two. 3 days. For hours we were talking about them. This is the end of my part A of this. But I found this really funny. Kim Kardashian and Kanye were searching for a surrogate, hoping to have twins like Jay-Z. See how they're outing them out? They're searching for a surrogate. Basically what they're saying is Beyonce's got a surrogate and they're having twins and they want to do the same thing. They're outing them. They're outing them. You see how the dynamics change now? Everything's switched up. That's how it go in the industry. 1 minute, the next minute, and now they're taking a shot at them because they're in a good situation now, Kim and Kanye. And guess who's in trouble now? Guess who's in trouble? But you can see that. Kim and Kanye was searching for a surrogate, hoping to have twins like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You see that? They're throwing jabs. They're throwing jabs. That's what they're doing because they know that they're up now. So, %100% sacrifice. Because Kanye West is just now everywhere. His brand's exploded. This is what happens when you do a sacrifice in the industry, a high level one. He went from dead man walking to he's back. Okay, that's Kanye. Now we're going to take a look at these two and what the hell's going on. And here's where I might lose you. But you know what? Like I said, if I'm wrong, God bless. At least I'm using my brain. And you know what? I just say God bless. Let's talk about blood sacrifices again. We're going to talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z was on a high level for a long time. So this is a blood sacrifice. He's been a high mover and shaker for a while now. It's been a while for him. But guess what? He ain't the elite. He ain't part of the elite. The elite were asking him for a blood sacrifice for so long, and he overdue it so long. You see, they won't let Jay have all of this for free. All that money, nah. That ain't for free, man. You have to blood sacrifice for your wealth and your fame. He didn't do one. You see, this ain't for free, man. This ain't for free. I don't care that he's standing next to Warren Buffett. He ain't Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is part of the elite. He's not. He's still a puppet under them. This ain't for free. Jay, none of this was for free. So now I'm going to talk about the decline. I mean, in my last video, I thought Jay-Z was up. I couldn't have been more wrong. Guess when Jay-Z's last album was? How long ago it was? 2013. And his name is scratched out. That's ominous. I take that as an ominous sign. When somebody puts a line through your name, that means something to me. That means that you're about to go bye-bye. That's what it means to me. When you scratch a person's name off, that's ominous. In 2009, rapper The Game, who I kind of like, heard his stuff, cool guy, he dissed Jay in 2009. Now, Jay, that's when you can tell that the cracks start showing. When you get rappers dissing you, that you ain't the shit no more. In 2009. See? That's the article. Game was dissing Jay. He dissed him. It's not a good sign. The establishment have been on his ass for a blood sacrifice for years. And him being so wicked, I don't understand how he couldn't drop somebody. I heard maybe there was a nephew or some shit. I don't know. They too rich, too wealthy, too famous. They need a big sacrifice. They need a big one. He couldn't deliver. And I didn't cover this, and I should have. What happened in the elevator with Solange? What was that about? Solange, I got big respect for her, man. She whooped his ass. She whooped his ass in the elevator. She whooped his ass. Beyonce standing there looking all kinds of hypnotized and just, she didn't react. And she went hard at him. If there wasn't that guy in between them, she would have really, wow. Solange. And you can see they went hard. She went off at Jay. Why would Solange go off at him in an elevator like that? Why was she so angry? Go to Black Child. I'll give you the link. This is where the information is coming from. Not all of it, just this part. She whooped him so bad that when he came out of the elevator, he was holding his face. So she would have thrown punches. Here's Beyonce looking completely ignorant. Just ignorance is bliss. Just, she's in La La Land. Look at her. La La Land. And Jay is feeling the effects of Solange's beating. She whooped big time. And you take a look at Solange's face when she comes out of the elevator. She all kinds of pissed off. Solange looked like she about to kill someone here. There's Beyonce looking completely just doesn't know what happened. There's Jay just holding himself, looking completely freaked out that she went off at him like that. That wasn't no small thing. All right, this is why. Jay-Z being stupid and not... He made a feeble attempt to sacrifice Solange's son. He maybe told somebody, she found out, and then she whooped his ass. She found out, and then she went at him. So Jay don't know how to blood sacrifice. Unbelievable. At his level, with all the shit that he doing, right? He was gonna take the boy out. She freaked out like a mother would. You see, they're already teaching the boy how to throw up signs. You see, that's the industry. They even corrupt the children. So that was a failed attempt. Fail. Epic. Fail. Black Child again. I don't know where they're getting the information from. They said that Rachel Roy now could be their blood sacrifice because Beyonce went off about her being Becky with the good hair in Lemonade. And Rachel Roy, she's slick. Man, she ran away from Damon Dash after he did Aaliyah in. She divorced his ass. Rachel Roy, you can't sacrifice her. She's slick. And they couldn't get to her either. Didn't happen. She's still alive. She's still alive. She know the game. She know blood sacrifice. She knew Aaliyah was going to be blood sacrifice. Yes, she did. She, you know, so no, nothing happened. So at this stage, the establishment have had enough. They had enough with him. They had enough with begging him for a blood sacrifice. They had enough. They had enough. So what happened? What happened at the Grammys? Oh, sorry, the VMAs. At that time, they deactivated Jay-Z and Beyonce. I thought Beyonce was deactivated because she was out. It wasn't. They had to deactivate her as queen because she was about to go to goddess status. But Jay-Z was deactivated because Drake took that award. A king no longer needed. No longer needed. It's a year of the woman, year of the goddess. A goddess doesn't need no god. She doesn't need no king. A goddess is a goddess. So he deactivated at this point. All right, now it's going to get interesting. I'm drinking a lot of water. Sorry, guys. Let's talk about Rihanna. Rihanna was known as the princess for a long time. She was the princess. J was king. B was queen. She was a princess. Okay? Now, in 2008, Rihanna's one and only sacrifice wasn't even a blood sacrifice. It was just a humiliation ritual. She set Chris Brown up and said he beat on her. And Chris Brown had to take it because he knew that that was a ritual. And he was just thinking, lucky she didn't have me killed. She could have had me killed because Chris Brown, Rihanna was handling him at the time. He knew how powerful and how evil this girl is. And he was just saying, thank God she didn't have me killed. It's fine. If she want to say, I beat her, I'll play along. Never happened. It was a humiliation ritual. And that was the only one she gave. And she's up. Rihanna is up. Rihanna is not only up, she overdue again. She overdue. So this is her, she's a presidential level sex baited kitten, right? With the diamonds, that's presidential level. And then she went to queen. She went to queen. The VMAs, she went to queen status. And she deactivated Beyonce as queen because Beyonce was about to go to goddess status. So now she's queen at this point. Queen. She was queen for a very, very short time. Very, very, very short time because she was also going to go to goddess status. So she was queen for a very short time. And then I did my video. Now she's a goddess status. After, right? She is a goddess. Not like Beyonce because Beyonce is pregnant and I have to do that. But that's her being, she's a goddess status as well. She is. See? This is a water element there. Goddess status. Like walking on water like Jesus, kind of mocking. It's a goddess status. Goddess status. It's a goddess. Let's talk about the Auntie album. And who I think she kills two men. One in Bitch Better Have My Money. And one in the song You Needed Me. And I'm going to tell you who it is. Because I couldn't work it out. I couldn't work it out. If you look at the Auntie album, Jay-Z is deactivated. He's not rapping on this album. He used to rap on her album. He used to rap on Beyonce's album. Now he's not rapping on Auntie. Not even once. Not rapping on Auntie. In Bitch Better Have My Money, we see that Rihanna is clearly showing that she's about to blood sacrifice somebody. That is in your face, right? I'm not wrong about this one. This girl is about to blood sacrifice somebody. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure it out because nobody died around her. Look at her. She's naked. She's covered in blood and money. When you blood sacrifice, they pay you. You get paid. If you give your mother up to the establishment, they pay you $20 million. This girl is about to blood sacrifice somebody. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out who it was. This time, along with my friend, sister from another mister, we are saying this is Jay-Z. She is going to sacrifice Jay-Z, but not on her own. Holding a knife. Bitch better have my money. She's holding a knife with the one eye. Right? Holding a knife. And she goes to kill this man. And then you see her. Right? This is a blood sacrifice. This song is a blood sacrifice. And also the lyrics, I bet my life this is about Jay-Z. Look at the lyrics. Bitch better have my money. Y'all shall know me well enough. Bitch better have my money. Please don't call me on my bluff. Pay me what you owe me. Ballin' bigger than LeBron. Bitch, give me your money. Who y'all think you're frontin' on? Louis 13, and it's all on me. Nigga, you just bought a shot. Nigga, you just bought a shot. Kamikaze if you think you're gonna knock me off the top. Shit your wife in the backseat of my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot. I called the shots. That sounds like Jay-Z to me. Does. You needed me. Again, she's shooting a man dead. This is another blood sacrifice song. Who else could it be? Who else could it be? Who else could it be, knowing that the establishment have deactivated Jay-Z? They've deactivated his brand. They've deactivated him. He hasn't given a blood sacrifice. Who else could it be about? It'll make more sense as I keep going. So in You Needed Me, I was good on my own. That's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on a low for a faded fuck on some faded love. Shit, what the fuck you complaining for? Feeling jaded, huh? Used to trip up the shit I was kicking to you. Had some fun on the run, though I give it to you, but baby, don't get it twisted. You was just another nigga on a hit list. Trying to fix your inner issues with a bad bitch. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? Fuck your white horse and your carriage. You was just another nigga on a hit list. Think about it. You think it's not possible? It's very possible. People, the music industry is business. It's money. There are no relations in the industry. If you think that a couple are together because they love each other in Hollywood, you couldn't be more wrong. This is a business. Like Brangelina when they were together. Business. They made more money together than apart. Power couples is the business. You think they give a shit about each other? If the elite asked a man to drop his wife, he will drop his wife without thinking. Just like that. Just like that. You think they're all in love and shit? You people are out of your minds. You're out of your minds. That ain't what it is. It's a business. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. Business is about a business, a brand, a product making money and pushing the agenda. And you think these people are in love? You're naive. You're naive. If you don't know the game by now, you got to think outside the box. Don't project your reality onto them. Their reality ain't your reality, and your reality ain't their reality. It's different. It's a different world, man, with different rules that don't apply to you and me. This is business. This is business. That's all it is. And if one of them is up for a sacrifice, they will drop the other one without blinking an eye. They will drop them without blinking an eye. Gotta wake up. So Beyonce was queen for a long time, Queen Bee. She sat at the throne with Jay-Z, sitting on the throne, throwing up their signs, power couple, always throwing it up, paying homage, right? Paying homage. The princess, the king, the queen, all it's all changed. This doesn't exist no more. Queen doesn't exist. The king doesn't exist. Princess no longer. This pecking order has all changed up. She's a goddess. He's deactivated. She's a goddess. That's what it is now. I think Beyonce did a very small humiliation ritual when she was first pregnant. I think this was done on purpose. to humiliate herself, because she didn't really do a good job of faking a pregnancy. It was almost like she wanted to be caught. And I think that this was some kind of a self-humiliation ritual that she was giving for herself. But she really did a bad job. She did. It was almost like, catch me. You know, I'm not really pregnant. And I do believe this was some kind of a humiliation ritual. That's what I believe. Let's take a look at her album Lemonade. So we have Anti. So we have Anti, where Rihanna is obviously sacrificing, doing a blood sacrifice, who I'm saying is Jay-Z. And You Needed Me, she's shooting the guy. This girl is about, wow. This is for Jay-Z. That's what I'm saying. You believe me or not, I don't care. I don't care, because it all makes sense. Let's look at Lemonade. Oh, Lemonade. Not only did Jay-Z not rap in Lemonade, the whole freaking album, Beyonce was going off at Jay-Z, cheating on me. You don't believe me? You ain't married to no average bitch, boy. You telling me she's making this up? Really? You're gonna lose your wife. Look at her face. You're gonna lose your wife. You ain't married to no average bitch, boy. You're gonna lose your wife. And you think Jay-Z hasn't been cheating all this time? You think? She's not lying, and she's not doing it for attention. And it's not a creative shit thing. The guy cheated on her. Who the fuck do you think I am? Does she look happy there? Is this romantic? He better call Becky with the good hair. Becky with the good hair. Rachel Roy. He better call Becky with the good hair. Who the fuck do you think I am? Look at this. You're gonna lose your wife. You ain't married to no average bitch, boy. You telling me she's making that shit up just to make an album? I don't believe it. I believe that these are subliminal messages that B sorry guys. These are subliminal messages, man. In both their albums that B and Rihanna are gonna share in a blood sacrifice of Jay-Z. Look at how she's talking about Jay-Z. He not on their album and she keep bitching that he cheated on her. She's writing songs about pay me what you owe me. Y'all shall know me well enough. Bitch, but I have my money. And You Needed Me? You was just another nigga on the hit list. Trying to fix your inner issues with a bad bitch. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? You was just another nigga on a hit list. And put it together with this, what do you get? You get Jay-Z blood sacrifice. That's what you get. They both share it in it. She's overdue for a sacrifice, so is she. Why are they waiting? This is why they're waiting. Put it together. Both albums, no Jay-Z rapping. Rihanna kills too. You Needed Me, the lyrics. Bitch better have my money. And all this stuff from Beyonce is just mad in this album. She's crazy mad. Just crazy. Just look how mad she is. That ain't a fake, man. She's not a good actress. She's not that good of an actress. Look at this. And keep your money. I got my own. Get a bigger smile on my face being alone. Who the hell do you think she's talking about? Who the hell you think she's talking about? And keep your money. I got my own. Get a bigger smile on my face being alone. Being alone, meaning he about to go bye-bye. He about to go bye-bye. He's deactivated. He ain't dropped an album in forever. He ain't done a blood sacrifice. Beyonce and Rihanna are going to blood sacrifice Jay-Z. That's what I'm saying. Believe me or not, I don't care. I don't care. Now you're gonna learn what it really feels like to miss me. Does that sound like a happy wife to you? The fuck out of my face. And even articles when Lemonade came out, people were like, Beyonce and Jay-Z, the shocking Lemonade lyrics that could prove he cheated. And people were all about this. I mean, she was going off in this album. You're gonna lose your wife. Look at these lyrics. It's such a shame you let this good love go to waste. Who the fuck do you think I am? You ain't married to no average big boy. I am the dragon breathing fire, beautiful man. I'm the lion, beautiful man. I know you're lying. I smell that fragrance on your Louis V, boy. Just give my fat ass a big kiss, boy. Tonight I'm fucking all up in your shit, boy. Oh, this is your final warning. You know I give you life. If you try this shit again, you're gonna lose your wife. And it goes on and on and on. All these lyrics about how Jay-Z cheating on her and how she pissed and she's not taking it no more. And you're telling me that this dude, see, Kanye West, he's safe. He sacrificed. And the establishment are tired and done with Jay. They gave him chances. He didn't drop a blood sacrifice. And now it's game up. If you look at both albums of Anti and Lemonade, you can clearly see the connection that they're both talking about Jay-Z. Beyonce 100% talking about Jay-Z. You're going to lose your wife? Who the hell else is she married to but Jay? You're going to lose your wife? According to Lemonade and Beyonce, Jay-Z are over. You see? People were like, what's going on? The whole album she's bitching that he cheating on her. This is what I'm saying. Jay-Z deactivated. Industry don't need him no more. He worth more dead than alive. Remember when he's at a legend status where he got a catalog, and he's deactivated. Once they deactivate you, they don't reactivate you. He is worth more dead than alive right now. And B and Rihanna are both goddesses. They're both goddesses, and they got no use for Jay no more. They're both goddesses, both of them. Jay, the industry don't need him no more. There's no king status. There's only goddesses. There's no king. There's no Hova. They ain't shit. It's the year of the woman, right? So let me keep going. So again, once Beyonce went to this goddess stage, that was it for Jay. He's complete. He's never in the photo. Have you ever seen Jay-Z in the photo when she's pregnant? Ever? Did you see him up on stage when she was accepting her award at the Grammys? Was he there on stage? No. He's like a ghost. Jay-Z is like in the background. He's not on stage with her. Not one freaking time. Not one freaking time. Not when she's performing. Not when she's accepting the award. Before, when she used to accept awards, he would go on stage and congratulate her. Now he didn't. And these two are in cahoots together. She's due for a blood sacrifice. So is she. She's overdue, Rihanna. She's only done one that wasn't a blood sacrifice. They have to give it. And they're both, this is what I'm saying, and even if you don't believe it, and even if I'm wrong, I'm still going to say it. These two are going to sacrifice Jay. These two are sacrificing Jay-Z. He's no longer useful in the industry no more. He's deactivated. And his legend status, and he's got a catalog and a half. Goddesses, you see, they're both the same. No need for a man. And they are due, overdue. What do you think that, because she's, married to him? What? You think these people are like you and I? You really think that? These people are demonically possessed. This is business. That's all it's ever been. Business. That's all it was. It's not personal. It's never personal in the music industry. I don't give a shit if you've been married for 40 years, ain't personal. If the elite want you to drop your wife, they'll drop the wife. They'll have her bumped off. This industry is different. It doesn't fit in our, we can't comprehend it because we're in the real world. This world is not our world. The rules that they have to follow are different to what rules we have to follow. It's different. So you don't project your world into their world. You'll never understand it otherwise. So, yes, Anti-album, Lemonade album, both against Jay-Z. Both albums, he's not rapping on either. He hasn't done an album since 2013. Hasn't given a blood sacrifice. Blood sacrifice, it's too late now. They deactivated his brand. You can't blood sacrifice yourself out of deactivation. Once they deactivate you, that's it. Not even a blood sacrifice can save him now. He done, gone. And Kanye West set the bar. See how it's flipped? Kanye is up and Jay is about to go bye-bye. That's what I'm saying. It's just business, man. It's business. Don't look at it like you and I. This is business. This is the industry. This is what they have to do. And he's not needed anymore. They don't need him no more. He served his purpose, okay? He served his purpose. But he was officially deactivated at the VMAs. Hasn't dropped an album, completely useless. Here's some more evidence. How long have Jay-Z and Beyonce been married for? 9 years. 9 is a death number. What happened last year? 2016, 216 is a 9. How many people died last year? Number 9 is ominous. That they've been married for 9 years. This is a good chance for Beyonce and Rihanna to off this guy right now. I've done his numbers. I've decoded. I've got 9s all over this dude. By his age, by the year, by everything, I got 9s on him. They've been married for 9 years. That's ominous. And now Beyonce drops a Die With You song. Die with you. Not for you, with you. And this is weird to me. The wording of this song is weird to me. And then she is in a, you see that reflection there in the mirror? That's her dual personality with Sacrafice. She's got Sacrafice in her. The wording of this song is freaky. Here's her with the piano in like a pyramid. The piano is sort of like a pyramid and she's in it. And she has this strange look on her face, like I can't understand. There's a weird look on her face, man, like something about to pop. Something's about to pop. I don't know. This face, there's something wrong with her eyes. Like I don't know. She looking all kinds of off. And now it's all of a sudden sentimental, Beyonce shares never before seen photos with Jay-Z and Blue Ivy at the Grand Canyon in 2016. Why now? Why not last year? Why is this coming out now? It's like a goodbye is what it is. It's like Beyonce saying goodbye to him. Why now? Why not last year? So he releases this champagne, and I decoded. So he's releasing, get this, the champagne, April 18th. 8 and 1 is a 9. April 19th, the spring solstice starts, and this is where they start killing celebrities, between April 19th to 1st of May. This champagne is being released on the 18th, 1 and 8 is a 9, and then I decoded the numbers of the bottles, 2,333, so, bottles, and 850 per bottle. And when I decoded those numbers, I got 9 all over this dude. 9 all over him. I'll put it in the description box. And look at the photo of them at the Grand Canyon, sort of like, this is like a goodbye. This is what it seems to me. This is like a goodbye. That's what it seems like to me. I would die with you. I would die with you. Die. Like, you know, I would die with, you know, I wish I could die with you, but I'm not, because I'm gonna freaking take your ass out myself. Don't forget, don't let shit like this play with your brain. Don't let it play, because you gotta remember what you're dealing with, right? Remember who she is. Remember who you're dealing with. Remember who you're dealing with. Okay? It's not like us in our world. Don't project your world into their world. But this seems like a goodbye to me. The whole thing, the song, the photos of 2016, it's like a goodbye. And now Kanye, Kanye now is going to be groomed as the next Jay-Z. He was his protege anyway. That's why they let Kanye live, because he's too valuable. He's about to replace Jay-Z, because Jay-Z about to be out of here. And this is the joke they love to give. They love jokes like this, you know, let the guy drop the champagne and then bump him off to celebrate, right? This is a ha-ha joke from the establishment. Jay-Z, Kanye is about to, he's going to go to Jay-Z status. You'll see. They're grooming him. His brand is already up. It's a done deal. Jay-Z's out. Jay-Z's out. Kanye's back and Jay-Z's out. So I've got an audio for you guys to kind of make you understand a little bit more of what I'm saying. The music industry is a very unpredictable industry. One minute you may be safe and just getting on with your career, and then the next minute you could be blood sacrificed. When it comes to predicting blood sacrifices, you need a lot of insight into how things move and how things roll in the industry. Also the rules, because they have rules. It's not an anarchy kind of an industry. It's a very controlled environment. And when it comes to predicting, you need a certain perception, and you need a certain type of talent with analyzing situations. I actually was very blind when it came to Beyonce and Jay-Z. I actually found it very difficult to read them because they're vibrating on a certain type of energy that I just can't connect to. What made me focus on Jay-Z and Beyonce was Kanye West's return from the dead. He was sort of like Lazarus. The guy was a walking, living dead man. And after he had his breakthrough, not a breakdown, a breakthrough, everybody basically washed their hands from him. He had nobody in his corner, and somebody must have advised the guy to, pun intended, use a trump card and to do the highest level of sacrifice that would be immediately accepted by the establishment, which is Aleister Crowley's teaching of sacrificing a male child, a young male child, even better if it's the firstborn, because that child then, that sacrifice then vibrates on a much higher level. And as we can see, I gave Kanye the benefit of the doubt, and I didn't say that he did it. The fact is that a week after the child died, Kanye West's brand exploded. And then I knew that he actually did, he actually got them to sacrifice a child for him. And then I started looking at, well, now Kanye set the bar. And according to Black Child, and this is an old video, Beyonce and Jay-Z are so overdue for a sacrifice that what's happened is that they actually deactivated Jay-Z, and they've replaced the god Hova status with a goddess status. Jay-Z has been deactivated officially since the VMAs, when Drake was given the award, and that's when he was deactivated. And then we saw Beyonce go from a queen status to a goddess status. So it's the year of the woman.
And if you see in all of her photos where she's pregnant, Jay-Z is not there. It's Blue Ivy who's only in the photo. And if you saw at the Grammys, she was on stage by herself. In terms of he wasn't there on stage with her, not even when she accepted the award. So Jay-Z has been a ghost in the last year and a half. And also, what makes sense that Jay-Z is the actual Sacrifice is, first of all, we had Rihanna in the Anti album killing two men, and Bitch Better Have My Money and You Needed Me. Now I can see specifically about Jay-Z. In the Lemonade album, Beyonce was bitching about how he was cheating on her, and she was angry during the whole album. So we have both Rihanna and Beyonce dissing Jay-Z in their own albums, and there is no Jay-Z rapping on either album, and that's very symbolic, and people need to take that seriously. These aren't just songs. These are pre-programming people on a subconscious level that both of them are about to take out the same guy, which is Jay-Z, and it's all business. Jay-Z and Beyonce was business. It wasn't personal. Those two were a business, couple. It's always just business. And now we see further signs of the wedding anniversary it falls on a number 9, which is a death number. Number 9 is a sacrificial number, and they've been married for 9 years this year. And the numbers don't lie. I have already decoded his numbers by his age, by the year. Also, his champagne release will be on the 18th of April, so you get 1 and 8 is a 9. The amount of bottles that are going to be released comes to a 9. His age times by the year comes to a 9, and I've got 9s all over him. Jay-Z is not useful anymore. He's worth more dead than alive. And even other rappers have called him washed up. Jay-Z is not needed anymore in the industry because it is the year of the woman. It's the year of the goddess. And a goddess does not need a god. A goddess does not need a hova or a king or anything. And they've made the establishment they like. They have their jokes. They have the inside jokes, like make the guy release a champagne line almost in celebration of what they're about to do to him. Now, whether Jay-Z knows or not, I'm not sure. And again, I'm predicting, and if I'm wrong, well, God bless. I'm using my brain. I'm just saying that in terms of all of the signs that are there that I'm seeing, and that a good friend of mine, we basically went through it point by point, and it's all pointing to Jay. It's pointing to Jay-Z. This is why they saved Kanye. This is why they didn't kill Kanye when he broke his Baphomet oath on stage, because Kanye is going to be Jay-Z's successor. There is no one more closer to Jay-Z than Kanye. Kanye is going to now metamorphosize into the next Jay-Z. And he will start, his brand now has already exploded. He's gone platinum, and his brand will start to go up and up and up. Jay-Z and he has been at the Hova status for over 17 years, and he's not necessary anymore. Beyonce, hit her goddess level, and I really believe that Beyonce and Rihanna have not sacrificed anyone. Blood sacrifice. Beyonce did a humiliation ritual with her fake pregnancy when she sat down and the camera caught her stomach crumpling up. That was done on purpose to humiliate her, and that was her own little sacrifice. Rihanna gave a humiliation sacrifice with Chris Brown, and that's the last thing they've done. Jay-Z did attempt somehow to sacrifice Solange's son. That didn't work out because she found out and then beat and whooped his ass in the elevator. So for a wicked guy, it's amazing that he couldn't drop one single person to save his own ass. But it's too late. Once the establishment deactivate your product, you cannot reactivate it. That product is deactivated, and he's now worth more dead than alive. So the music industry switches up like that. I mean, first Kanye was down and out, and Jay-Z was up on top, arrogant and cocky, and now it's flipped. You know, Kanye now is back with a vengeance, and Jay-Z now is his head is on a chopping board. And that's how the music industry is. It's unpredictable. It switches up. It changes up, and you have to really look at it and analyze, the situation carefully. And like I said, if people think, how can Beyonce sacrifice Jay-Z? He's the father, or they were married for so long, or they love. No, people are projecting the real world into the music industry. You don't project the real world into the music industry. The rules that apply to us don't apply to them. These people are business people. It's all about the product. It's a business. Jay-Z and Beyonce getting together was a business, and sacrificing him is part of the business, because she's up for a sacrifice, and so is Rihanna. They are very, very high level, these two. And what better way than to share a sacrifice of Jay-Z, who has pretty much faded into oblivion, and his career has definitely stopped, and has stopped for the last few years. It makes sense when you logically look at the situation, but that's just how it is. 1 minute you're down, and then you're up, and one minute you're up, and then you're dead, and that's the game.
Like I said, this is theoretical. This is based upon, I'm basing this upon what's happened to Kanye, and I'm basing this upon I didn't look at Jay-Z properly to actually notice, because I was so connected to Kanye that I really didn't connect to what was going on with these two. But thanks to hey girlfriend, finally it's done. We spoke for like 3 days and we couldn't believe it when we broke it down and we looked at both albums, the Anti and the Lemonade, and we were like, it's Jay. They're gonna sacrifice Jay-Z. Beyonce and Rihanna are gonna sacrifice Jay-Z, and we kind of like stopped for a little while, and it was like, whoa, this is wild. If I'm wrong, God bless, if I'm wrong, God bless, but I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand it based upon what I've seen from their albums, based upon his situation, based upon the albums. This guy is out, and he's been over for a long time, and I really didn't see it until Kanye came back up. I was like, wait a minute, if Kanye is right, if Kanye now, if his brand is back up, where does that leave these two? Now, there's a channel that says that both of them are going to be taken out. I don't agree with that. Beyonce's got a while to go. She just hit goddess status. Beyonce got a while. Beyonce is not in danger. She just hit goddess status. It's not B. It's J. Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless. And keep your eye out on from April the 19th to May the 1st. Keep your eye out, because they will drop one, or I don't know. That's their killing season. That's when that's the solstice. They start sacrificing, and they'll sacrifice a legend with a catalog. They're going after legends, because legends is how they make their money. Who've got catalogs, who've got movies that no one's seen yet, or an album they've dropped that hasn't been released yet. That's how they do. That's how they roll. Anyway, thank you for watching. And like I said, if I'm wrong, doesn't matter. I'm trying. Like I said, God bless. I'm using my brain. Bye.